Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 90th episode of Hunter x Hunter. And last episode, we were trying to get Killua ready for his fight because we've had Gon go up against Knuckles. But, you know, Killua so far has not actually done much fighting, and neither has Shoot, right? He's been kind of in the background. And the way the episode ended off, we're actually going to get ready for a big, probably decisive battle. So that's pretty cool. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. It was a pretty good fight, although Gon did lose in the end. Killua having to confront his weakness or lose Gon. Interest and Curse. That is an interesting title. So, we're ready for our fight. Finally gonna see what Shu can do. When he's not running and hiding like a coward. It's for real this time. Guess we're going our separate ways. Guess he's walking off. Farther than I thought. Which makes sense, we don't want to interfere with each other's fights. Hopefully Gon learned a lot from the last fight. So fast. Can you keep up, Gon? Yeah, don't see, feel. This is what we trained for. There he is. Oh, ooh, couldn't quite block that. I was hoping he would, though. But it wasn't enough to knock him down, though, so we're good. Just a love tap. Yeah, we're getting there, though. It's gotta respond fast enough. Well, that's a good thing, right? Hello? Adding interest. Wait, what? Wait, what? What is happening? What are you? Why are you here? Oh. Okay. 10%. Can you charge interest on Aura? So I guess that explains the overflowing Aura, but this is a problem. Wow. That is a technique. Nobody ever expects the Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Wow. This is the thing that's happening. He's been such a straightforward fighter until now. This is such a weird ability. Okay, Go, maybe we should do something before this gets out of hand. I know you're too young to know the dangers of interest, but it's a real problem for a lot of people. But maybe we can make good use of this aura. Oh, geez, that was a huge jump. You're a freaking loan shark. Can you lend someone something without permission? I don't know if that works that way. I don't know what else you'd call it, because it wouldn't be stealing, it's the opposite. Forced lending. Right? Do we have power levels? Oh, okay. So too much aura to handle is not necessarily a good thing? Straight up power levels. Are you following Gone? One APS. We're just gonna be gathering up interest as we listen to this. Okay, you lost me a while ago, man. I'm sorry. Gone's one weakness, math. Get junkin'. Right. Do we just fight now? Yeah, he ran out of battery. So, if he had a better understanding of his aura output, that wouldn't have happened. Yeah, probably. I guess that's good to know. Should I write that down? Yeah, I know, right? That was unexpected. Not really, no. It's never been one of his talents. That is not good. I'm kind of afraid to look. Oh, that is a lot. Yeah, because we've just been waiting around for that lecture to finish. Yeah, it's a nasty thing. Never underestimate it. Not again. Can we stab this thing and kill it? So what do we exactly do about this? Can we close our bank account? That sounds horrible. Hope things are going better for Killua. Which hopefully we're transitioning to him. No, we're not. Well, what's our plan, Gon? Oof. I don't know. How do you deal with this problem? Stop saying that. Can you keep the math going now? I was kind of hoping it would go for like a drop kick or something there. It's something. Can we put like a muzzle on it? Maybe like a sock? Doesn't sound that great when you put it like that, but I guess we just have to use the Jonkin, right? But he doesn't want us to, so that's a problem. Go never expected to have to deal with interest. Now we're at Killua. So, shoot, what do you do? I'm going to assume you're more range fighter than Knuckle. I don't know what gives me that idea. Just a feeling. One of us who likes to switch opponents. I think that's his aura. And just let me win. Oh. Uh... Okay, yeah, his hand is off. Yeah, I think I remember that from the opening now. I have no idea what to expect from this, but that is concerning. I'm not sure what you should do here. Maybe just observe for now. Yeah, those are just straight up floating hands. The man's all hands. Yeah, that's what's got me really concerned. I don't know what that does. Nothing good. Breaking out the yo-yos. It feels like it's been forever. Just smack the floating hands with the yo-yos. You know, keep them at bay, like that. Maybe that'll work. But 2 yo-yos, 3 hands, the math doesn't quite work out, though. So I guess math isn't his friend either. Take that. He's pretty good with them. One might eventually get through, though. I'm feeling a little bit worried. I don't think we accounted for this. That influence again. I mean, it's probably a good idea to step back, but... Must have run away. We can do that too. Oh! Oh, that was an interesting effect on the cheek. Like a ripple. Fighting against your upbringing is not easy. But I have faith in you. What the heck is that loud sound? A huge vibration. Don't listen to it, Killua. Listen to her instead. Just punch them until they get knocked out. Because he was taught to be an assassin, not a warrior. Shut up, Boni-chan. No one likes you. Yeah, that's... Okay, so I did see something there. I wasn't sure if I was crazy or not. His eye was covered. I just thought it was like a shadow, like, for the lighting. But no, he clearly did something to him. It's like half blind now. Obviously, that's from the smack. Fight's far from over. Oh, here they come. A great music track. Oh, right to the side. Yeah. It's natural that would make it harder to fight. A certain amount of runaway is acceptable. But you gotta counterattack eventually. That's, if anything's gonna push him, it's that. Don't be too reckless though, Killua. But I like the spirit though. Yeah, we're just gonna shock him, or... Killua, you didn't do anything. You let him go. Good, do we have a muzzle for him too? Never seen Killua so conflicted in a fight before. It's kind of rough to watch. Yeah, meanwhile, the ant farm is still alive. Unfortunately. Is it time for the king to be born? I hope not. But it's definitely getting there. But we're over here just fighting. The situation over there is just getting worse. I mean, Netoro and them are doing their best, but not exactly changing the tide. Like, to do that, they actually have to get inside and do some real damage. But that's obviously easier said than done. They do need the backup. Which will be going to Killua, I hope. Okay, that was the 90th episode of Hunter x Hunter. And this episode, yeah, we got our two fights underway. We've already seen Gon fighting Knuckle a lot, right? So we have a decent idea of how that goes, but Knuckle has apparently added something new. Like, he obviously wasn't fighting Gon to his fullest abilities before. We already kind of knew that, but we didn't know exactly what kind of tricks he might pull out of his bag, right? Because nen users typically have some kind of special crazy thing. You know, that's what the whole different class system, manipulator, all that stuff is about, right? So apparently his special ability is bankruptcy. You know, like, you lend some aura over, the interest compounds until boom, you bankruptcy, and you just get kind of screwed. So now it's a desperate attempt to kind of pay that back, but he can't quite pay it back fast enough without using his Jajanken technique, which, you know, Knuckles not gonna let him do. So you're going to really have to think of really have to strategize in order to find a way to really do that, because it didn't go too well in the previous fight, those Jajanken attempts, and this time he's especially wary of it, so that could be an issue. But I was so confused when this thing first popped up. I was like, is this something that I'm supposed to know about that I've just forgot about? But no, he that is a new thing. He just popped up with his derpy face, almost like a clown-like face, and just suddenly numbers are on its forehead that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and Gon just getting completely lost in all the math talk. And it's going to be a rough fight, that's for sure. Just never expected bankruptcy as an attack idea. That's certainly unique and creative, that's for sure. On Killua's front, we already knew kind of one of the biggest conflicts of Killua's fight would be the whole fighting his upbringing thing. You know, Biscuit talked about this. His inclination to run away whenever he's up against someone stronger than him. It's a strong thing. It's really, governed a lot of his decisions and battles and stuff like that. So, but the problem is that's really contradictory to his current goal of, being best friends with Gon and traveling with him and whatnot. Like, his kind of assassin special training upbringing just doesn't jive too well with that. And Killua's already talked about how he's, like, moved past that. Like, he's kind of, left the past behind and trying to move forward, but that is still very much some baggage that's within him. We keep seeing the flashes to the big brother, all the advice he gave him, and he's in this fight desperately trying to fight against that, but so far it's really been winning a lot. So that's a really interesting conflict that Killua has to deal with, and definitely adds an interesting layer to this battle. And then we have the opponent, who's a bit odd himself. Like, talks about not wanting to hurt people and whatnot. Like, we already had him be called a coward before, and I guess it kind of ties into that. The difference between being a coward and a pacifist. Like, how much difference is there really? Almost that kind of thing here, I guess. But yeah, he can just kind of like have floating hands attack, and he has a cage, and he can apparently just like, I guess, trap Killua's eye in the cage. I guess that's what happened. I don't quite get the mechanics of it, but the end result is the fact that he can't see too well. Fighting 3 floating hands is already a challenge, but when you're like got a huge blind spot now, that makes it much harder. So good luck, Killua. You'll definitely need it for this fight. But I'm just glad to see Killua fighting again, because it feels like it's been a while, especially since he's like really brought out the yo-yos, right? Because that's always been a pretty cool fighting thing that he could do. But Killua is doing his best to fight against it. Like, he did make an attempt there, a charge, but he kind of faltered near the end, so he hasn't quite got through it just yet. But you can tell Gon is by far the biggest motivator to do this. Like, because Gon, I think, at this point is the most important thing to him in his life. Like, he's more or less, left his family behind. I mean, they didn't leave on the worst of terms, but not the best of terms either. But Gon is kind of like his priority, right? So that's where the motivation lies. So hopefully that's enough. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, both Gon and Killua are struggling a lot with their respective fights. Hopefully they can improve next episode. It's an uphill battle for sure. And Killua not good with uphill battles, as we've talked about. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.